What's going on YouTube? It's your man Brian the Rigboo, six-figure earner through part-time real estate investing. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to almost double your returns with your rentals and decrease the headaches. So you want to be a landlord, don't you? You want to own some rental properties, huh? No, it's really not that bad, but it can be. It really can be that bad, and it can be that stressful. I know you guys heard about the horror stories with rental properties, and while some people just likes to fix and flip and don't want to do the long-term holds. But the long-term holds is where you build wealth. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it and increase your profits and decrease the stress. Let's get to it. All right, so what are the common objections when someone thinks about a rental property? They think, oh man, that's just a few $100 a month. I mean, it's not worth it. What if they stop paying? What if they stop paying and and now you got to evict them and kick them out? What if they tear your stuff up? I don't want to get calls, in the middle of the night to fix some plumbing problem and things like this. All are like valid, concerns and objections. But a lot of these fall into the normal rental. And that's why we're going to do it a different way. So let's look at what a normal rental looks like. We're going to use a purchase price of $100,000 just because the numbers are easy to use and like calculate. But $100,000 rental is on the high side. But let's say you purchased it for $100,000. Okay, this is the purchase price. All right. And this is going to rent for $1,200 a month. All right, $1,200 a month. Okay. In real estate, we usually use cap rates. It's usually in multifamily, but you still can use that on a residential family. And a cap rate is basically after all of your expenses are paid every month, the net operating income, your bottom line, which you actually get to keep in your pocket, the ratio of that to how much you purchased it for. And that's a cap rate. But let's see how we break this down. So you bought it for $100,000. You rent it for $1,200 a month. Let's say the taxes on this is $100 a month. Okay, we got insurance. We're going to put insurance as $100 a month. Both like $1,200 a year. A vacancy. You always want to calculate vacancies. We're going to use a vacancy of 7%. 7%. And that's going to equal $85. A month. How do I calculate that? 1,200 times 0.07 is 84. I rounded up to 85. All right. Repairs, because things are going to come up, and we're going to use repairs. We'll use what I'm using, 6%. All right. And that's going to be $60 a month. Excuse my handwriting. I'm left-handed and my handwriting sucks. And property management, because you don't want to be getting these calls, so you got a property manager. And property managers usually charge 10% of the rental rate. So on this it'll be $120. So 10%. That's $120 a month. Okay, so you're bringing in $1,200 a month, and all of these are your expenses every month. So let's start from the top. $1,200 minus 100 minus another 100 minus 85 minus 60 minus 120. So you got $735. Your net operating income, that's the bottom line after everything is paid. And of course, if you have a mortgage on it, you got mortgage and interest, that's even less. But let's take this $735. You multiply that times 12 months. Okay? and you're going to get 8820. 8820. If you take 8820 and you divide that by how much you paid for it, this is how you get a cap rate. Divided by $100,000, and you got 0.082. You do your little decimal stuff, move it over a couple, and it's 8.8% cap rate. All right, so you're gonna have a 8.8% cap rate. So that's your return. All right, that sucks. That really sucks. Not to mention that you getting calls. Well, the property manager's getting calls. They're fixing things, and this could be a lot better. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what to do. Instead of doing a standard rental, we're gonna go over to something we like to call a rent-to-own or a lease option. So this investor over here, this is what he's looking like right now. He's all hot, you know. He's all sour. But we're gonna do this another way. So that's your standard. That's your standard rental. So yes, you're gonna. There's gonna be calls. There's gonna be things broken. And if you get anything that's more serious than 6%, I mean that eats up all your profit. So this 8.8%, I'm gonna show you how to almost double that. Let's go to a rent to own. And of course, usually you get something like a $300 to $500 deposit. That's refundable, of course. You know, if they don't mess anything up, you give them back the deposit. This sucks and it's a headache. I'm about to show you how to kill those type of returns and be stress free. We're gonna do what you call a rent to own, okay? Or you might have heard it referred to as a lease option. All right, so here's the difference. Let's say we have the same property that you paid $100,000 for. You're renting it for $1,200 a month. Okay. Boom. Purchase. Okay. What you're gonna do is you're going to offer the tenant buyer, we call them a tenant buyer now, the option to purchase it. So instead of just having a lease agreement, they're going to have a lease agreement and they're going to have a purchase contract that they can exercise within a year if they want to. And to get that option, they're going to put down a non-refundable earnest deposit. Okay, and that deposit go towards the purchase price. So let's say you're selling it, the house to them for I don't know, $125. They have to put down $5,000, and at the end of the year, they would get their own bank loan to make up the $120. All right, so right here, you would get. So let's go ahead and start with these expenses. So the same scenario. Just by offering it on a rent to own instead of a normal rental, watch how sweet this makes it. Okay, so not only are you going to offer, they're going to put down a non-refundable deposit, which is usually going to be about $5,000 down minimum, $5K down. Okay. Vacancy, you still got, you know, that would be crazy. They forfeit their money like that, but 7%, that's going to be at $85 a month. All right, here where it gets a little, here's where it really gets nice. Now, since they're looking to possibly exercise the option and become an owner, but since they're doing that, we put the repairs or the maintenance on the tenant. So you're not doing any type of repairs. You're not doing any maintenance. Of course, there are certain tenant laws you want to check with your state. But when we do rent to own, we don't take care of maintenance. They're actually, you know, looking to possibly exercise the option. So they're taking care of the repairs. So that's another 6% back in your pocket. Property management. There's no need to manage the property. The payments can be directly debited out of the tenant's account, or you can have them where they can pay you online. So property management, there's no reason for this. Property management is the ones that's handling calls and doing the repairs. So that's another 180 back into your pocket. Okay, so and then you add the $5,000 because that goes towards your bottom line. Now, here's the thing. Here's the trick. So you like, man, I don't want to sell my house though. What if they exercise the option? I don't know why it is. You can do everything to help these people. You can set them up with credit repair. You can give them extensions. But 90% of people never exercise their option. So they just, they forfeit their down payment. Now, here's the thing. So you like, what if they do? Well, the worst case scenario is they purchase it for the maximum agreed price that you guys agreed on, which is probably the maximum appraisal value, and they purchase it. And you made the most that you could have possibly made for that house. And guess what? You didn't have a realtor involved. So you also saved 6%. Because the person that was buying it was already in the property. You didn't have to list it for sale. You already have your buyer. You didn't need a buyer's agent. You already have your buyer. So you save 6% there. And take your profits and buy another house. But I'm telling you, most people never exercise their option. So let's break this down now. As far as these returns. First of all, we're not getting any calls anymore, so that's nice. But let's break this down. So we got $1,200 a month. We're taking our expense for taxes, for insurance, another $100. Vacancy was $85 a month, and that's it. You remember, repairs are now on the tenant. No property management needed, and so $915. Okay, $915 times 12. You got $10,900, but that's not it. $10,980 plus your $5,000 non-refundable down payment. So if you put another $5,000 on that, you got $15,900. So if you take $15,980 and now you divide that by $100,000, that's a 15.9% cap rate. Look, you basically almost doubled your cap rate. So this guy right here is looking way better and way less stressed. We're gonna put money signs in his eyes. All right. That's how you do that. That's how you decrease the headache and the stress with long-term holds and increase your profits. And like I said, I use $100,000. Because it's easy to do the math on, but man, if you know anything about finding and negotiating deals, just by getting this cheaper, it's going to increase it. So if you got the same net every year, but you were able to steal a house for, let's say you got a crazy deal for $60,000, that same house is moving ready for $60,000. Now you got a 26.6 cap rate. Okay, same over here. So of course, finding a great deal is going to drastically increase your returns or whatever. But all of this other stuff, you can really be creative and use a different strategy to decrease the headaches that come with rental properties and significantly increase your returns. So hope you guys found value in that. And start using this rent-to-own strategy. Because the people that I know that say, I don't want any more rental properties, the reason why is because they're sick of doing repairs, people not paying, and so on. And another little caveat is that you tend to get better tenants here. The reason why is because they have more invested, and they're under the impression, well, they're invested and they will be buying this property or going to be trying to buy this property, so they want to keep it in good condition. They don't want to tear the property up that they're going to be eventually owning. So they have a sense of pride and a sense of ownership, so they usually treat the property a lot better. This right here is a gold mine. If you want to test it, if you just go ahead and put a sign out that says rent to own with your phone number, like 5 signs in a busy area, your phone will ring off the hook. This right here is where it's at for holds. So that right there is how you really decrease the amount of headaches with rental properties and really increase your returns and the cash flow. I hope you guys found value in that short tutorial video. If you like it, comment, mash the like button, share, subscribe to my channel, and give me some feedback on what type of videos you guys would be interested in seeing. See you guys in the next video.